Hi, I'm Carson, and today PCN is at the 67th Annual STEAM Show here in South Central PA. And as you can see, there are a ton of tractors here. There's John Deere's, there's McCormick Farmalls, there's Oliver's. So let's take a look around and see what they have to offer.
I'm J.C. Toman, the Assistant Secretary of the Williams Grove Historical Steam Engine Association. The organization was formed in the spring of 1959. The land that we are currently standing on was allowed to be used free of charge from 1959 until we purchased the land in 2006. We are a 100% volunteer-run nonprofit organization. All of our events and everything are put on all by volunteers. The steam traction engines were the first feature of our show. Steam traction engines were originally designed in 1858. They took a stationary engine that was originally pulled by horse teams and made them powered on their own. They were, after that, made to be bigger and stronger so that they could pull equipment through the fields to actually use them for farming, and they are the predecessors for current modern-day tractors.
I'm here with Tim. He's a member of the Williams Grove Historical Steam Engine Association. Could you tell us a little bit about what is a steam engine?
Well, a steam engine like this type is from 1913. You heat water, boil water to make the steam. You can use, some steam engines used wood or straw or coal. This one is using coal, a soft coal. It boils the water, gets the steam, and it's stored in the barrel of the steam engine here. There's a throttle valve up top with a governor that has it's spinning around very slowly now. And you can throttle that to make to allow more steam in. There's a forward and reverse gear, and it's driven you steer it by these chains, so it's very rudimentary in the steering when you're driving it. And this is a twin cylinder. Some of the other ones are a single cylinder.
What are steam engines used for?
They were originally used for a lot of different purposes. Some were used stationarily, like for a sawmill or a threshing machine, which we have here at the grounds. And they also did field work. There were some that were steamrollers, did help with road construction. So they were pretty much used that way up until like the 1920-ish. That was kind of the end, and then the regular gas tractors had come along, which were a little more simple to use and operate. And before these, they were using mostly horses. Then that's kind of the progression there.
Could you tell us a little bit about this steam engine in particular? How old is it?
So like I said, this is a 1913 steam engine. It's Peerless is the name. It's a model U12 on the end of the cylinder heads. This was built in Waynesboro, PA at the Geyser Works. That plant had actually burnt down, so they lost a lot of records. So you really can't pinpoint like when it was actually made, although the owner of this engine, Neil, he did find some people that had some information about it. And I think it actually did go down to a sawmill in Maryland or Virginia.
Tim, thank you so much for talking about the steam engine today.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for the interest in keeping this, all of this history of agriculture. And that's what we try to do here. I think one of the slogans at one point in time was, with the Williams Grove Historical Steam Engine Association, keeping steam alive. And that's the big thing here, is just how things used to be done and where things came from, basically.
Well, let's go explore some more of its history. I'm here with Scott. We're here in the gas engine section of the show. Could you tell us, what is this?
This is a hit and miss gas engine from 1914.
What does that mean?
It means that it'll fire once and then it'll coast off the momentum of the flywheels. And then it'll fire again when the governor calls for it to fire.
And what were these used for?
These were used for the farmers back in the day, shelling corn, pumping water, whatever made it a little easier for the farmer so he could continue on with his other crops.
How did you get interested in these?
Through my father. Back in 80s, 90s, My brother inherited these from him, and then I got a couple, and then I started buying on my own.
And do they come in different sizes?
Different sizes, different shapes, different colors. The majority of ones that you will see are either green, red, maroon, a few colors in gray, but most of them are greens or red, different shades of reds, with different green shades, depending on the manufacturer.
Well, thanks for telling us about the gas engine.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Chuck. He's here checking out the steam show this year. Why'd you decide to come?
I like looking at the steam engines and the antique tractors, and the whole event's pretty intriguing.
Is this your first time here?
I've been here several years in a row now.
Why do you keep coming back?
Oh, I grew up on a farm, and so I like tractors and steam engines.
What are you most looking forward to here?
Just checking it out. I've got some friends coming over tonight after 5 o'clock, so we're going to walk around as well and look at things.
Awesome. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
No, thank you, Carson.
The Williams Grove Railroad was formed in 1961 with the purchase of steam locomotive number 5. We have since found out that it is number 643, and next year we will be celebrating the 125th birthday of the steam locomotive. All of the track that the train currently runs on was originally laid by volunteers. It is roughly a quarter-mile track, and we are currently in the process of adding another 400 feet. It has always been the dream of the association to extend the track to make it a complete loop. We are in the process of working on that, and we'll eventually be raising money because we're estimating that it will roughly cost another $2.5 million. A little more than 2 years ago, we started the process of attempting to move the Carousel house. We announced to our membership at the 65th annual show, we are now during our 67th annual show, that we would be trying to raise $200,000 to move this structure from the amusement park next door that closed back in 2005. We raised $130,000. Due to permitting, it took an extra year longer than we had expected, but we were able to move the Carousel house May 30th and 31st of this year. It cost us over $70,000 just for the movers to come. Now the rest of the money we are using to restore the structure so we can use it for our events. Wolf House and Building Movers came in and put 4 dollies underneath it. There were 2 large I-beams that went across. The structure is octagonal in shape, so the beams they had 2 at the widest parts that ran across with a dolly on each corner. They had a motorized unit that was attached to the side of the building. It started off, it was cleared out, but it has since grown up since May already. But you could see the exact path down by behind our railroad tracks. But the first day they moved it, this was before our event started, they moved it across the marshier ground. It's a little wetter down where the park is, so they moved it across those grounds to get it to the base of a bridge. Then we had to build a temporary bridge to cross a raceway of the Yellow Breeches Creek. So the first day of our event, it came up across the creek, and it actually went around all of the structures that we have on our grounds, so we didn't have to move any buildings. It stopped about halfway through the route the first day. The second day they brought it and came across the grounds, across this roadway right here where we stand. It was elevated for over a month while we put the concrete pilings underneath. So within 30 days of that, we poured the concrete, we lowered it down onto its permanent location. This Carousel house has been on the immediate grounds for over 100 years. And the amusement park, with it being closed, nobody's allowed to go into it, but this was the structure in the best condition. So when it was donated to our organization free of charge, we thought we had to move it and make it a centerpiece of our grounds here.
Thank you so much for joining PCN here at the Williams Grove Steam Show. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm off.